Yo, what's up everybody? It's been about probably 9-10 months since I last made a video. I am so sorry. I've just been completely busy working on my manuscript, trying to get it ready to be released for all y'all to be able to go and buy it and read it and stuff. And then after that, I just, got lazy. Yeah. Anyways, this video is just my welcome back. I'm back, 2019 video, whatever. Just kind of give y'all a rundown what all I've actually done in the past year in 2018 and my goal going forward into 2019. It is currently, I think, January 5th at the moment. This video is not going to be posted until the 7th. But anyway, just what's been going on. Last year, my goal was to actually get more involved in the writing community online and social media and stuff, which is why I originally started this channel. Because I already kind of had a personal Twitter and a personal Instagram and a Facebook page for the book series. Not really an author page, but a book series page. And then I was on a couple other writing websites. I was on Wattpad for a little bit, which I've since been removed my accounts. Same thing with like what's that one? Fiction Press, I think. Since I've deleted my account, I'm still currently on Booksy. I've removed a lot of what I had on there, just so it's not available for people to read for free when I'm about to be trying to sell it. So I've removed all that stuff. Excuse me. But just kind of 2018 was going to be the year that I actually got involved more in the writing community. So at the beginning 2018, maybe late 2017, I set up an actual author page for Facebook, and then I merged that in my book series, so anybody that was following my book series just automatically got merged into that. So I wasn't spamming them with a new request to like another page or whatever. I just merged those two together, and I created a new Twitter for my author page, and then I just converted my Instagram from my personal Instagram to an author Instagram, which I'm very open and to all of y'all exactly what goes on in my life. I'm on there. I haven't really posted that much the past year like I had planned. This year I'm planning on posting a lot more book related stuff, some little snippets here and there of lines and dialogue or whatever from my novel on there, which I believe I got 3 or 4 pics like that right now. Just like a background with some text or whatever on it. And I plan on releasing, I guess, I pick a week or something like that. I got a calendar thing on my computer, exactly how I'm going to have it all organized and everything for y'all. But that was my goal for 2018, just to get involved in the writing community. So I created all those. I made an author website, which I originally was just like a, what's it called, a hosted website. It wasn't mine. I just did it for one of those free ones. So it was like dlstewartauthor.wix.com. Since then, I've actually purchased the domain, so it's just dlstewart.com or dlstewartauthor.com. So if y'all haven't checked that out, y'all can go check that out. But I created a new website, did those social medias, made a Pinterest. I had a Patreon account for a while. I think it's still actually active or live. It's not active. I haven't really been on it since I created it, to be honest. But that's kind of where I started 2018. Like I said, I was going to try to get involved more, which I did. I made a few videos. I didn't really make that many. I just didn't really have the time to sit down in front of a camera and talk and, give my advice. But almost daily, if not every other day, I was posting something on Twitter and Facebook, whether it be just a quote or a writing tip or something, with the occasional up to date, where I'm at with my novel, what's going on, this and that. And then I'm sorry, I've been sick, uh, out of breath and everything else here lately. But that's what's been really going on for the most part here lately. I've just been sick. But anyway, so that's kind of where I wanted to go with 2018. I feel like I'm just kind of repeating myself and rambling, but I didn't script this video, so it might be some like that. I don't know. So back in January, I joined a local writing group, and I've been attending their monthly meetings ever since then. And at the moment, I'm currently their Facebook page moderator, admin, whatever kind of, keeping track of their social media and all that stuff for the group. I think they change the officers every year or something. I got kind of appointed that role during the spring, summer, or whatever for this go around until this coming up summer, I guess. But I've been going there. I've been doing some critique sessions there, as well as, different other programs, learning new stuff, bettering my craft, reading new books, all that kind of stuff. But I kind of got involved with that. I got more involved with the writing groups that I'm actually in on Facebook. There's some writing groups I didn't really get too much involved in. I'd comment here and there, and that's about it. But besides that, like I said, I just kind of made sure I posted, regularly, every other day, every 3 days at the least. I try to, have a bunch of writing tips or inspirational quotes or something to be able to give to y'all as content. Even though none of that was actual original content, and most of it had nothing to do with me or my novel. I felt like, there's a lot of people out there that just need a little bit of inspiration or some little tips, here and there if they struggle in certain spots. So I made sure I kind of regularly posted those. But like I said, I did do some, kind of up to date what I was doing, when I was doing with my novel. And to kind of give you all a briefing of what all happened with my project in 2018. I finished the 4th draft of it early on, and then I hired a cover and formatter to get started. They supposed to get started in October. There's been some health issues and some other stuff. I'm gonna kind of put it back a little bit. But like I said earlier, I do have a cover done. I'm working on the full wrap now. It was my bad on the formatting. I didn't get sent off in time frame for that. I was kind of doing little tweaks here and there still. And I didn't really get sent off until a couple weeks ago. And then they worked it back into their schedule. And I talked to my formatter 2 or 3 days ago. He said he's about 90% done. He just had a little bit left, and he should have it back to me next week, hopefully. So that's where I stand on that portion. The majority of 2018 was spent editing and doing some revisions. I started those, I think in April or May, somewhere. I think April. I started editing, and I didn't finish the editing process until late September, early October. I was kind of pushing it on that deadline for my formatter to be able to start up, which was my goal, was try to get it done before I sent it to my formatter. So, they had to wait, but I met that goal. I just didn't get sent off. I was still, little tweaks here and there, changing a few names, rewording a few things I didn't like, and just kind of putting some final touches on it. But that's kind of where my story went in 2018. It was mostly just a bunch of revisions and editing, along with the actual startup to it being published, I guess. Now, only thing I really need, once I receive the full wrap and the formatted version back, is just to purchase the ISBNs and to upload it and click for sale, basically, which I'm not going to do that. I'm not that experienced in marketing, so to say, but I used to be in a rap group, if you can believe that, and I was a very shameless self-promoter, as my producer would tell me. But, that's kind of what you got to do. You got to promote yourself. You got to get it out there. And what I've learned in research and just, some of my common knowledge from back then, you don't want to get something done and just release it. You want to kind of build up the hype and, kind of make people anticipate it, kind of really, sink their teeth in, like, I want more, I want it now. So that's kind of what I'm planning on doing this year. Like I said, I'm not going to just click for sale. I'm going to kind of build it up. And like I said, I'm planning late spring, early summer right now. If everything goes smoothly, which would be about another 5-6 months, roughly. I think 5.5 months is what I'm kind of looking at right now. Which most things I've seen in my research and stuff says about 60 months, planning 46 months. So that's kind of where I'm at now. I've already kind of started promoting it a little bit. Like I said, I've posted a few snippets on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook or whatever, of just like a couple lines and like an image and such. And I'm going to be doing that. I will be doing more of those like as the weeks go by. I'm planning, I think, once a week doing a picture of something like that. And then, the cover reveal and this and that. I'm planning on doing a book trailer, which I've kind of started on some artwork myself. It's just going to be a bunch of still images of 3D renderings of different scenes from the book, along with some text and stuff. That's what I'm planning on doing. Whether or not that's exactly how it's going to be, I don't know. But I've started that, so hopefully it will be. If not, then I might, find an actual professional book trailer person or something. But I know most of the trailers I've watched have just been, still images with text or just very vague videos with text or voiceovers. I might try to get somebody to do a voiceover, or I might, actually get my microphone out and do a voiceover myself. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. I'm going to just do the text with some music or something. Either way, that's kind of what I'm going to go with for the book trailer. I've already kind of got it mapped out how I want to do it. I'm currently having someone do character art for me. It's just going to be some of the major characters. I'm not going to really say main characters because my story takes place over 6 different kingdoms with multiple viewpoints. And I say multiple, I mean like over 10. I'm not even sure exactly how many, but I'm going to have character art done for at least the 6 rulers, which are the main influence, I guess, of the story. Not necessarily the main viewpoints, but the main influences. So I'm going to have him do that. He's working on 2 at the moment. I'm saying them look pretty cool. I'll be sending at least another 4. I'm going to do some of the duchesses and maybe some other characters. Depending how everything goes, I might even eventually have them do 20-30 characters. I don't know. But at the time being, I think I'm going to do about maybe 10 characters, which I'm going to put for different promotional items, make some bookmarks, banners, whatever, I don't know. But I'm going to be using those. I'll be posting them on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and all that stuff. As well as my platforms I was mentioning earlier, I have created an author platform, or an author website, which is dlstewartauthor.com. And I have started a blog. I haven't really done actual bloggish type posts, I guess. It's not like a diary or journal or anything like that for me to just kind of write like my daily, activities or whatever type things in. I'm not doing like little short stories or flash fiction or anything on it either, just kind of on my craft. My blog is more, I like doing writing tags. I haven't done any on YouTube really. I've done the Camp NaNoWriMo last year. I'm planning on doing more that's coming up here. Some old ones I've seen that I've just never done. If there's any new ones coming out, I'll be doing those on here. But I've posted a couple of those on my blog, as well as just other little snippets, I guess. I don't know. Any type of questionnaire type thing. I might do some Q&As on there, some writing tags. When it gets closer to book launch, I might do some backstory or character developing type things or whatever, or really introduce the characters. Not really developing, but to introduce y'all to some of the characters give y'all some of the history of the different kingdoms in Medagore on my blog. So that's kind of what I'm going to be using the blog for. Not really as much just blogish journal, whatever day-to-day life, but more, maybe some tags and Q&As and such. But I've been doing that. I've only got, I think, 3 or 4 blog posts. I'm planning on only doing maybe 2 blogs a month, like every other month. I think the 2nd and 4th Saturday or Sunday. I'm not even sure what days I've said it, but it'd be about twice a month right now. I might start doing more. I think whenever it gets closer to the release of the book, I'm going to do one each week for about maybe 2 months there. I'm not sure exactly yet. Also, I have started doing book reviews and ARC reviews, as well as, opening myself up to be a beta reader and critique partner for more people. I have done some critiques and betas before. I have not done any ARC reviews, but no, I've done 1 ARC review. I've done an ARC review, 1 beta, and now I've been a critique partner for a few different people. So I'm planning on opening myself up for that. You can go to my website. There's a review beta policy page on there. You can just read that. It tells you how to submit if you are interested in having me do those things for you. I'll be posting my reviews up on my blog as well when they start coming in. I've got 4 books I'm planning on reviewing this month, or this year. This month. Wow. This year, and I think I've got it set up like every 3 months right now. I'm just going to do one. Nobody's asked me to do them. It's just some books. I've gotten 3 of them I got for free. 1 I actually purchased, and I'm really enjoying. I just haven't had time to finish it, but I'm planning on finishing that within next week or so, hopefully. And then I'll be able to do a review, which probably won't get posted for a few more months. But if y'all are interested in me doing something like that, y'all can let me know, and then I'll do more of those more often. I can't guarantee, the time frame. If y'all have a release date, want me to try to get it done by then, I will. But anything else, it's just however the time goes. Preferably at least a month in advance, if not a couple months in advance. But, beta reading, critique partners, I should be able to do like a little bit at a time, chapter a day or chapter every other day, something like that for y'all. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. But I plan on doing that more in 2019. So like I said, if y'all are open to that, just let me know. Also in 2019, as I've stated probably multiple times now, my book is being released, so I'm really trying to build up the hype for that. If any of y'all are interested in being an ARC reviewer, the link's down below to a sign-up form where y'all can let me know if you're interested, as well as if you are interested in being a street team member to help promote it the couple months before the release, or a release date blitz. You can't really promote that much beforehand, but you'll help on release day to really spread the word. All those sign-up forms are down below. You can go click those links and sign up. Not everybody that signs up will be selected, but there will be a lot of people that are. The release day blitz, more than likely, anybody that signs up for that will be available or will be selected, as well as the street team. Everybody, if not everybody, the majority of people. ARC reviewers, I will be a little bit more selective. Don't you hate it when your mustache hair starts tickling your nose? I hate it. Anyway, but that's just kind of where I'm standing with that. So yeah, if you, I'm also doing. So in 2019, my book will be released. Like I said, planning late spring, early summer. No dates set in stone, but I am currently seeking ARC reviewers, street team members, and participants for my release date blitz. So if you are interested in any of those, the sign up forms are down below. Just click the link. You can sign up for all of them. And yeah, you can help spread the word. Let me know, how I did. I guess I don't know, and all that fun stuff. There'll be contests and other things like that for the street team members to possibly win a free copy of the book once it gets released, like a paperback. My book will not be in hardcover at the moment. I do plan on, once the entire series is completed, to do a hardcover book set. Which there's going to be 4 books. But until then, they will only be available in ebook and paperback forms. I am also planning, I don't know if I'm going to wait until the whole series is done or if I might start before, but at some point I am going to try to have an audio book created for the series. I thought about doing it, each book as they come out and do an audio book for it. But at the same time, I want to be sure to have the same narrator for the entire series. And I think it'd be easier to solidify that by having someone do it all at once instead of one now and then a couple years later, another one, and a couple years later. People's lives change, priorities change. They might want to be, bogged down with other tasks or assignments and they just can't do it. Or, they might just not want to do it then. So I want to do all of them by the same narrator. So it might be all at the same time. That might be something I do whenever I do the box set. After the entire thing gets done, I might release the box set and the audiobooks at the same time. But that's my goals for 2019. It's just to get my first novel released. Also, I am currently working on the second book of the series. I'm 6 chapters in, or I've got 6 chapters done. I'm starting the 7th. That should be done within the next week or so, hopefully. And I plan on completing the first draft of book 2 by the end of the year. I don't know exactly the word count. The first novel is like 108,000 words. This one, I don't know what it is. I don't really have a set word count. I'm not one of those type of people. I believe a book should be as long as it needs to be. My first book was at one point 116,000, and then it's kind of worked its way down to 108. I think when I sent it to my editor, it's like 1,100, 1,200 words, or 112,000 words. 11 or 1,200. Wow. It's like 111 or 112,000 words. It's got worked down to about 108,300 something. I don't know. 500 something. I don't know. But anyway, I'm not really setting a word count goal. I got it planned out. I'm a plotter. So I've got it planned out, chapter wise, and I just write the chapters however long I feel like they need to be wrote. But for book 2, I don't really know the word count right now. I don't really know, what each chapter is. I've just been kind of fast drafting it. There's a bunch of blank spots in the chapters where I was just typing, couldn't think of whatever, and I just, hit hashtag, and just kept going. Then once I complete the first draft, I'll go back and, add in whatever I was kind of left out. I've also highlighted them red, so it's easier for me to navigate, just kind of scroll through, and every time I see red, I'm like, okay, if I needed a name or something kind of thing, I might just hit caps lock name and then highlight that red, so I know whenever I go back, I need a name right here, or I need description right here, or something like that. So that's what it is right now. I'm planning on getting that first draft done by December 31st, 2019. I also would like to go back and have all those blank spots that I left filled in by then, which that shouldn't take long. A lot of it is just, like I said earlier, needing a name or a quick description or something. And I just drew a blank whenever I was typing, and I didn't want to get out of the mood of writing, kind of throw me out of sync with what I'm trying to accomplish. So I would just kind of type up a little filler word or, some hashtags or something, and just kept going. Besides book 2, I started back in November for NaNoWriMo, another project I had thought of doing, which was originally going to be a standalone. Now I think it's going to have a companion novel, a sister novel, so to speak. But it's called The Gift of the Child. It's going to be a little bit more darker than Medigore. The Battle for Medigore is an adult novel, as well as the entire series is going to be adult novels. But they are rated adult because it does have some explicit content. It's mostly a lot of graphic violence and gore and death and stuff, especially with the battles of the war and stuff. There's some pretty brutal fight scenes and stuff, some tortures and things like that. There is some swearing, not a lot. I haven't really checked a word count. I'm planning on doing that to see exactly how many swear words there are in the novel. Me personally, I curse a lot in real life. I try to keep it kind of clean on this channel. I don't think I've cursed that much, I don't believe. As well as whenever I actually go to my writing groups, meetings and stuff, I try to, put my professional face on. I'm like, okay, I can't say these words. Got to be a little goody two shoes or whatever, I guess. Because I know a lot of people are offended by that, especially probably people in my group, because they're mostly more older Christian writers. So I don't want to really offend anybody or anything like that. I've never been that type. If I know it's okay to swear around you, then I'm more open. Like at work, it's probably every other sentence, there's something. But I try to be professional. Anyway, the novel doesn't really have that many, I don't think. I know I was telling somebody that there might be like 5 or 6, so it might be a lot more than that as I was rereading it through. It's kind of a little bit of proofreading. The F word gets dropped quite a bit here and there. But like I said, in general, it's not that much, really. I have a 108,000 word thing. There's probably less than 20, maybe, in the entirety of the book. Don't you hate it when your mustache hairs kind of start tickling the inside of your nose? But anyways, there's not that much in it, really. There's one character that curses a lot when he gets angry. But I think that's about it. I think he's the only character that actually says any swear words. I don't know, Kalama might. No, I think Kalama says shit like once or twice or something. I don't know. But majority of it's from just this one character, and it's only when he's really angry and such. But there's swearing in there, and there's, like I said, graphic violence and some tortures and stuff. I know it's just once adult. And of course the cast is mostly adults. There's some that's more kind of teenager, young adult, new adult, whatever. But the main cast is adult. So that's one that's got the adult rating. It's not erotica or anything like that. There is some perverted language here and there. In the second book, there is a sexual scene that could offend some people. It could be a trigger for some people. It's more of a sexual assault type thing. But it's just one scene, and it doesn't go into too much actual graphic detail. But it does let you know that act is being, partaken in, I guess. But it's not erotica or anything really descriptive like that. It's more the assault and not as much of the sexual assault that's being described. But there is that in the second book, and I don't know if there's really going to be anything else. The second book probably won't have as much brutality in the way of battles, wars, because the war is over by that point. But there are still some deaths and some aggressive behavior and such in it. But anyways, that's what Medigore is. Back to what I was talking about. Like I said, I have no script, so I'm just kind of rambling here. I'm sorry. But the other book The Gift of a Child is going to be more young adult, dark fantasy. I believe it's going to be more darker than Medagore. Medagore is not that dark. It's kind of brutal in times and this and that. The Gift of a Child, I intend for it to be darker. I don't really know exactly how dark it's going to get. I know the first chapter that I had wrote, which I think I'm going to turn into a prologue and do it from a different character's point of view. And I don't really know how that's going to come across too much, but I know how I have it wrote right. Excuse me. But I know how I have it wrote right now. It is very dark and mysterious. The book is going to be littered with red herrings, a lot of mystery, uncertainties, being told one thing or to make you believe something and then it not being actually true. So that's kind of the basis of where I'm going with that book, as well as its sister companion novel, which that book will be The Ballad of a Child. Not ballad, The Ballad, Ballard, which is kind of a play on a ballad. It's going to be have some poetic song, lyric, interlude portions here and there in the book, but Ballard is because of the, I guess, kind of the antagonist's last name, or the perceived antagonist's last name is Ballard. So it's going to be kind of from that side of the spectrum. A character that's in the first, or in The Gift of Child, not really the first book, but in the other one, the one I'm actually working on, The Gift of Child, there's a character in there. Here and there, I don't really know how much of a role she's going to play, but it's going to be from her point of view on the other book. So it's like complete opposite spectrum. But it's going to be very dark and stuff, but it's going to be young adults. I'm going to make sure there's no swearing in it. There shouldn't be really any gruesome deaths or anything like that. It's darker and it's got a little bit more of a horror element to it, but mostly kind of some mysteries and uncertainties in a sense. A little bit more of the suspense version of it, or some more suspense elements to the story. But I've started working on that. I think I'm on chapter 5 of that, so I've got almost about as much written for it as I do for the second Medagore book. But I'm going to wait and really work on it after I complete this whole series. I have been kind of jumping back and forth, working on it for a little bit in between, sections for Medagore. A lot while I was editing the first book, I was kind of going through and kind of outlining it some and really kind of developing the story and the environment and the world building and stuff around it. And then in November, I started to write for NaNoWriMo, that book. And then I kind of hit a roadblock early on, and I just couldn't figure out exactly what to do really for that scenario, and I didn't really want to skip it because unlike Medagore, when I write it's just from so many different points of views, I can kind of skip a chapter, a scene, and keep writing, and it's not really reflective upon what I skipped because there's multiple point of views. I could just switch to a chapter from somebody else's point of view that has nothing to do with what I skipped. Unlike that, in The Gift of a Child, it's all from one person's point of view, which right now I'm writing it in third person, but I'm very strongly considering changing it to first person. I'm probably going to go ahead and finish the first draft as third, and then I'll go back and probably change it. But I'm thinking about doing it in first person, which will be the first thing that I've ever written that will be in first person. But I am very highly considering it. But I can't really skip it. So once I hit that roadblock in NaNoWriMo for that, then I jumped over and really started working on Medagore, Sovereign Duties of Medagore, which is book 2. and I kind of wrote on that some, and I did not win NaNoWriMo at all. I was sick, had a bunch of other things come up. I missed some work. It's just bad timing for everything. So I didn't really get to write as much as I had hoped. I probably didn't even get halfway. I got maybe almost 20,000, I think. I don't know, but oh well. You know, I just joined NaNoWriMo because, you know, everybody else was doing it. I was like, I'll do it. You know, I knew from the start I probably wasn't going to get 50,000, but I thought that'd be a good way to kind of motivate me to write daily, because I don't write daily. Any author that tells you that they do, they're probably lying, unless they are Stephen King and they knock out like 30 books a year or something. But no, I work on my book daily, but I don't write daily. I think that's how it is for most authors. You know, I don't know for sure. I could be the weird one that doesn't and everybody else does. I don't know. But I do work on my book daily, whether it be character development, world building, research, something. But I know I could be doing some research for something that shouldn't take 5 minutes to do, and I'll be on the computer for like 2 or 3 hours. And I'll be like, oh, wait, I was supposed to be doing this research, which is my biggest problem. But yeah, it is what it is. It gets done eventually. So I figured NaNoWriMo would just give me a little bit more inspiration to actually, or a little bit more incentive to actually write daily, which I did some, but some days I just didn't get that much written because I was sick. I know one day I literally wrote 17 words, and I don't even remember what happened that day, but I remember I sat down and went to start writing, and I literally got like a sentence or two wrote, and then I had to stop, and then I never got to the chance to go back and finish writing for that day. And then that very next day I got 1,200 or something words done, which to me is an accomplishment. Like I said, 17 the day before, 1,200 the next day. That's a big jump. I know the average, I think it's like 16 something a day that they recommend. I probably didn't do that. I don't know. There might have been a few days I might have got closer to 2,000. But, oh well. But anyways, I don't really know what else. I do plan on making more videos for y'all for this year. I think I've only done like 4 or 5, maybe 6 videos all of last year. And like I said, I kind of stopped early on. I only did them, I think, in like January, February. And then I think I did one for April or March, April, somewhere in there for Camp NaNoWriMo writing tag. It might be March because I don't think Camp NaNoWriMo really started yet. So, I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, it's been that long since I've done a video. And even longer since, you know, like I said, probably January, February, since I actually did them weekly. So I'm going to try to provide y'all more content on this channel. You know, videos each week. If something comes up, I might have to miss some. But as of right now, I think I have a catalog of maybe 10 to 15 videos that I plan on making besides this. So I have content ready to record. I haven't recorded them yet, but I do have ideas for different videos. Like I said, some of them might be writing tags, like how my blog is going to be. I really enjoy those. I think that really dives deeper into the author, especially when it's more about the book itself and not, you know, what book do you like, you know, how do you do this, how do you do that type questions, but more, you know, what character would do this, what character is more like this. Those are the ones I really like. So I'm planning on doing those. I'm going to do some Q&As on here. I got a Reddit account. I've done some Ask Me Anythings. I haven't really got that many questions. The first time I did it, I had one guy that asked a bunch, which I posted all those questions and answers on my blog. If you want to go check that out. But I'm trying to do a few more since then. I might get like one question or remark or something. That's about it. So if I can build up enough questions, I'll try to answer it on there or on Twitter or anything. If y'all have questions and y'all want to ask me or whatever, I'll try to answer it then for y'all, and not make y'all wait. But if I can generate enough questions and not just those that I got from him that I posted on my blog, but some others that I haven't posted on the blog or anything, after I answer y'all, I'll try to make a list of all the questions, and and then I will eventually do a Q&A video, hopefully. But if y'all don't ask questions, I can't answer them, so then there won't be no Q&A video. Yeah. So it's up to y'all to do that, okay? I'm looking at y'all. I mean, my kids, y'all don't want to do shit, do y'all? No, I love my kids. But yeah, I think I've rambled long enough. I don't know how long this video's been. Yeah, I can't touch the camera and see. But I should be done rambling by now. Hopefully. Yeah. But yeah, that's about it for this video. I've probably been rambling for long enough. My camera doesn't tell me how long it's been recording. It's just that it's got the little red thingy over there. Let me know it's been recording, so oh well. So I don't know how long this video is. I'm sorry if it's been very long. I've just been rambling or repeating myself a lot. But yeah, that's it. All my links are down below. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest if you got Pinterest. Go check out my blog on my website. Sign up to my newsletter. You'll get some early access stuff. You'll get to see my cover before anybody else does. You'll get to read a couple extra chapters of my book once it gets ready and finalized before it's released, as well as if you pre-order, once that's available, you'll get even more chapters before it's released. And I guess that's about it. You know, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell if you want updates. I don't really know who would want updates from me, but you know, you never know. If y'all do, yeah, I like you. But yeah, I guess that's about it. So what's up? You ain't gonna talk to me? Assholes.